Hey everybody, welcome to the Wow Wednesday edition. We're going to talk about some first-time homebuyer offer hacks or tricks, things that you should be doing. This video is more for the first-time homebuyer versus the agents. Hopefully the agents are doing a lot of the stuff, or at least guiding some the homebuyers this direction anyway. I'm going to go over four things very, very quickly. It's going to be a short video today. The number one is kind of the obvious piece, is that we want to make sure that we're approved before we're making an offer. And by approved, there's different levels of approval. There's pre-qualification, which means we've spoken on the phone, and based on that, here's what we can do. No one cares about that. There's pre-approval, which is what is normally done, but in this market, and this is September of 2021, and this has been this way for about a year and a half. What we want to do is do the full approval. The pre-approval is we've spoken on the phone. Based on that, you fill out the application, I've run the credit, and everything that you've told me, this is how we can get you approved. Again, not a bad way to go, but not a great way to go in this market. Because I want to be able to pick up that phone, call the listing agent, and let them know that I've run the credit, I've collected the documents, the underwriter has approved it, and we have an approval, a TBD, to be determined address approval based on all the documentation that we have. And that's really going to separate us and put us ahead of the game. That along with our guarantees, our per diem closing guarantees, earnest money deposit guarantees. If you have any questions about that kind of stuff, give me a call and we can go over that as well. But being able to have that commitment letter versus a pre-qual letter or pre-approval letter really separates us from the pack, especially when there's still, we're not looking at 15 or 20 offers per home like we were in the recent past, but we're still dealing with 2, 3 to 5 offers per home. So we want to make sure that we're separating ourselves. Step 2 is really common sense. Work with a professional lender and a professional agent. Google is not an agent. Everybody around here in the Northern Virginia market, DC, Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, all very smart. Everyone has Google, so they think they can make the offer. A real estate contract is anywhere from 25 to 35 pages of legal documentation. You really don't want to be representing yourself through this process. There's a lot of ins and outs, a lot of gotchas. So you really want a professional agent that's not just pushing paper, that's there to negotiate for you, advise on your behalf, and guide you through this process. And the same on the lending side. You want a lender that's available for you, that's educated in the process, has been there for a while, preferably me. 703-209-318, selfless plug there. But we want to make sure that you're represented and you have someone who cares about you on your side and not someone who just wants the transaction to get done. We want somebody that's caring for you and that's professional. Not your college roommate's sister who's beautiful and you want to work with her, or a pay per fee agent who's just going to write the offer and submit it, whatever you say. Because again, Google is not an agent. You might Google a property and say, okay, it's worth this, but it's not worth that, or it's worth a lot more. You want to have that negotiation power. So you really want to discuss that with an agent who's professional and on your side. And that works crazy hours that we all work when you need to make an offer. Number 3 kind of leads right into that, and is be patient. Don't worry about, hopefully you're not in a position where you have to be out of your home by the end of the month, so you need to buy a new home. Hopefully you're not in that situation, or if you are, we started this process 3 or 4 months ago. But be patient. Find that home. This is your investment for the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years. You want to make sure you're buying a home that you want to be in. So we spend a lot of time in our homes. We're creating memories there. We're growing our families. And it means a lot to be in the right home for the right price. And that goes back into number 2, that make sure you're working with a professional agent that's putting you in the right home for your needs. I know in this market, I'm writing, we're closing 15, 20 loans a month. So we're sending out offer letters for probably, 40 offer letters a month. So we're getting a lot out there, and a lot of folks are getting frustrated, and they're just either not searching anymore, they're coming off the market, or they're just saying, okay, I need to buy a house, I'm gonna put an offer on that house, let's do it. Well, I'll waive everything, I'll waive the appraisal contingencies, I'll waive the inspection contingencies, I'll waive the finance contingencies. And some of those things are okay and they work in your favor, especially if we've done all the legwork for you up front and we've rubber stamped the TBD approval, say that 3 times fast, the to be determined approval. So if we've done that for you, we can waive the financing, and there's no harm, no foul, and there's no risk, because my underwriter has already said, yes, we're approved. Here's the contingencies. Here's the to-do list and not to-do list. There's things in there that obviously you don't want to close accounts, open accounts, pay off accounts. There's certain things that you should do and shouldn't do while you're looking for a home. But if we've done this all up front and we've talked to you about what to do, what not to do, waiving the finance contingency is not a problem. I'm not a big fan of waiving the appraisals, and I'm not a big fan of waiving the inspections. There's a lot of things that the appraisals uncover, as well as the inspections, that you can't see with a naked eye, or you just don't know about. So that's really important to have that on your side. And if you're waiving an appraisal to get into a home, maybe it's not the right home. And that's really an unpopular position right now, and I've actually lost some referral partners because of it. Some teams want me to go in there and only write offers on properties that we can get a property inspection waiver, or a PIW. I'm not for that, because we can lose PIWs at any time in the process. So if you put an offer on a home that you love, we have a PIW, 3 weeks down the road, for some reason we lose it. It could be a debt to income issue, it could be a credit issue, something that's out of your control. Now all of a sudden we have an inspection, we have an appraisal that we have to get, and we get it and the value comes in low, the whole thing blows up. None of that is worth the stress. Buy a home that you can afford, it's within your budget, and that is worth the money you're paying for it. That's kind of the down and dirty on how we should make our offers. We're coming, this is again September of 2021. We're coming up into the time of the year where we're going to see homes sit on the market just because of the weather and the snow and the cold weather and kids getting back to school and the holidays. We're going to see homes sit on the market a little more than we have year to date. From January until now, we've been in a really hot market. So I think we're going to have a little more inventory and a little less competition. So if you're out there looking for a home now, just be patient and wait for that home that's right for you. If you have any questions, I'm here for you, 703-209-3138, or scott@thedavisteam.com. I'm here to help you. I'm here to guide you through this process, and I want to make this as stress-free as possible. Fear is caused by the unknown. So whenever you have a question, I don't want it to be fearful. I don't want it to be unknown. I want you to reach out to me so I can answer your questions. We take that fear out. We take that stress away. And the only thing that you're stressed about is where to put that big screen TV. Don't buy that big screen TV. Just figure out where you want to put it, but buy it later. Any questions, reach out to me, guys. Have a great week. Happy Wednesday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.